Greetings, my dear students. For this video, our topic is all about parabola, its properties and graph. Okay. For the objectives, first we're going to define parabola, understand the standard equation in general form of parabola, and illustrate the properties of a parabola. For the definition of the parabola, so a parabola is a set of points on the coordinate plane that are equal distance from a fixed point in a fixed line. The fixed point is called focus, and the parabola and the fixed line is called the directrix. So the line connecting these 2 points on the parabola and passing to the focus is called the latus rectum. Okay, and the axis of symmetry is the line that divides the parabola into 2 equal parts. Okay, and passes through the vertex and its focus. Ayan. So this one is an illustration of a parabola. So, hindi pa lagi ganitong itsura ni parabola, pero ito yung, ito yung features niya. So, as you can see, guys, ayan. So, here is the focus. Ito, the latus rectum. We have this one. Ayan. Ito yung latus rectum niya, no? Ayan. Again, the latus rectum is the measurement, okay, of a line, or this is the distance from the 2 endpoints of a parabola that passes through the focus. Okay? Ayan. So, technically, pag tayo hinanap natin itong mga properties na to, no, for example, no, nag-solve na tayo and we look for the following, no, for these parts. So, we're going to, we're going to look for, okay, technically, the latus rectum is already given from the equation. So, we're going to, to look for the coordinates, no, of the parabola, where it came from. Okay, so ganun lang siya ka-technical. So, next will be, okay, so we have the focus, then the vertex is here. Directrix, it is, yan, this is the one behind the vertex or behind the parabola. It has the same length with the focus. Focus to the vertex. So, ito, parehas lang ito tsaka ito. Okay? So, yan. So, nothing, yan lang naman yung kailangan natin malaman, or ito lang naman yung sinabi dun sa definition natin. We also have the axis of symmetry. Ito yun. So, the axis of symmetry, ayan, it cuts or it divides the figure into 2 equal parts. Okay? So, actually, dyan lang siya nakikita. Ayan. Pagka, ayan. So, yung axis of symmetry, ito tawagin natin. Okay? So, ayan. Next tayo. So, for the equation of the parabola is the second degree polynomial in 2 variables. So, meaning to say, second degree, dalawa yung degree natin, yun yung highest degree natin, 2, yung exponent natin, and then with 2 variables. So, we're going to use x and y. Yan. So, according to this, we're A, D, E, F. Ito yun, mga big letters. So, umpisa ng mga small letters. They are all real numbers. Ibig sabihin, we can count them. Yes. Hindi sila imaginary. Yes. Okay? So, ito po, ito yung equation or general form ng equation ng isang parabola. Yan. Ax squared plus dx. So, kung mapapansin nyo din, nabago lang ito. Yan. And of course, if you're going to compare this with circle, last time, kung maalala ninyo, si circle parang kompleto, It has A, B, C, D, E until F. So, for this one, nawala si B at si C. Okay? Actually, dito, si y squared naman, yan yung ating C last time. If I'm not mistaken, C or C or B, something like that, no? Well, as long as it's represented by a big letter, it is denoted as a real number. So, kahit ano naman yan. As long as the variables are there, no? And now, yun nga, dito kasi, sa circle kasi, is a whole round. Okay? So, dito naman, nakita niyo ano, uh, just a half. No, I cannot say that this is a semicircle, but let's say, it's a semi-round, no? A semi-round figure that goes infinitely. Okay, so it is not enclosed, but it goes infinity, no? Toward doon sa two arrows na meron siya. Ayan. So, standard form, ayan, meron tayong x squared and y squared. And we have, so, if our x is squared, then our y will be, ano lang, no? Single exponent lang siya, single degree lang siya. And vice versa, if y squared is the one with two exponent, therefore, our x should have one only. Again, so dito, ito no, sige. Si 4P natin, this is the measurement of your latus rectum. Okay? And then P, your P is your focus. Anyway, so if we're given a parabola, example lang po, or yung kanina, no? Yan. Yung axis natin, ito yung directrix, like for example lang ho, this is the directrix, yan, directrix. Yan. So, to get the focus, yan, we need to have the P. Okay? And however, this whole length of the latus rectum is equivalent to your 4P. Okay? So, we need to equate it to 4P for us to be able to get the value or the distance of our focus. Okay? Focus to or from the vertex. So, similar to x, no? I mean, to y squared equals 4px. The same thing here. However, for this one, we have a center, or sorry, we have a vertex at hk. No? Kung sa circle, we have a center at hk. So, dito naman, because the only base point natin dito, no, is the vertex. So, we need to know first our vertex before we can do some, or we can determine our equation. No? Ayan. Ayan. So, now, let's try to at least give you some illustrations, no, for you to have a reference. So, ano ba itsura ng parabola natin with different equations? So, again, no, wala pa tayo sa solving part. We're not going to get the properties. No, I just introduced it to you. We're not going to solve for the general form and so on. Just focus on how the graph is being like that, no, and its um, different orientations. Okay, so this one, so x squared plus 8y equals 0. So if I'm going to transform this into its standard equation, so isa lang, bibigyan ko kayo para mas malinaw. This will become x squared rather, minus 8y, right? So, simple lang, no? Nilagay ko lang naman sa kabila yan. Wala lang ibang gagawin dyan. Kaya, as you can see, the parabola opens downwards. Okay? So, it opens downward. What do you think is the reason? So, sige, kanina, isa-isay natin no, kung paano nangyari. So, vertex natin, given that we don't have HK here, so technically, 0 na siya. No? Next thing is, ano ba yung hahanapin natin? Ano ba yung equation natin kanina? So, meron tayong x squared equals PY. Okay? So, tingnan natin. So, if this is equation, so let's just have, sabi ko kanina, how we're going to know our focus. Okay? Kasi paano kung wala yung graph dito? So, hindi natin siya mga graph, no? Sige. So, itong si negative 8y, no? Or negative 8 alone. So, sige, sama na natin si, si y equals 4py. Again, we need to look for our focus. Okay? Sige. So, let's divide both sides by 4. So, technically, this will become negative. Lagay natin si y, no, para makancel na natin yung isa doon. Ayan. So, our p is negative 2. Ayan. So, this is now the distance, okay, the distance of our focus to the vertex, or rather, from the vertex. So, if this is our vertex, given that we don't have any HK, and technically it is 0, 0, or at the origin, we need to go negative 2 units. Saan, sir? Saan ba? Ano bang kinuha natin? That is our y. So now, given ito, negative 1, ito, negative 2. So technically, andito ngayon yung ating focus. Yung P natin, or focus natin. So now, sir, di ba kanina parang sinabi ninyo na si latus rectum is equal to the 4P? Okay, sige, let's see. So, if this is our focus, ayan, so, tingnan natin endpoints natin, no? So, negative 8y, or negative 8 is our length for the latus rectum, no? So, sir, paano natin gagawin yun? Ganito. Because this is the midpoint, okay? Midpoint, the focus is the midpoint of our latus rectum. So, we can divide our latus rectum, or the distance of our latus rectum, into 2. So, paano yun? So, dito, divide natin ito by 2 and get the absolute value. So, if this is negative 8 divided by 2, then the absolute value, this is 4. So, 4 units from this, no, 4 units from our focus to the left. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, this one is the first, let's say this one is the first endpoint of our latus rectum. And the other one is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ayan. So actually guys, pag kayo nag-graph, ganyan lang din naman ang gagawin ninyo. You just need to know first where's the vertex, find the focus, then find the endpoints of your latus rectum, and then graph. So ayan na, i-graph na lang natin siya. Ayan. Diba? So at least kahit pa paano, tama at accurate yung ating graph. Ayan. So ito po yung ating focus. Ayan. And now, where's the directrix? Of course, like what I've said, the directrix is the it is equidistant. Okay? Equidistant to our focus. Okay? So, distance of our focus to the vertex. So, if we have negative 2 here, so of course, positive 2 here is our directrix. Okay? So, ayan. So, this is just a glimpse, no? So, we're going to work on this next week. Okay? But for today, or for this video, we just need to deal with this, observation. I want you to observe. I want you to familiarize yourself. And if you want to try, no, you can actually convert that general equation or general form of a parabola into a standard form. And then you can graph, no, you can trace it. Yeah, using this PowerPoint. I will upload also this PowerPoint in our LMS. Okay? So, next tayo. So, this one, as you can see, no? Dito, no, medyo alanganin siya, no? 5y. But still, we can still afford to graph it. But at least, ito yung nakikita natin. Mapapansin, ang tingnan natin ngayon, hindi yung paano siya graph, pero sige, ilipat natin to. Yan. So, x squared equals positive 5y. Ano yung graph kanina? Yung graph kanina pababa because the y value or our y variable sa kabila is negative. So, this time, positive siya. Okay? That's why it goes up. Okay? So, yun yung mga kailangan tandaan, ha? Ayan. Next tayo. So, next naman, as you can see, ganun ulit. So, ito naman, bumaliktad siya. No? Naging left or right naman ito. So, class, pagka ang may square natin ay y, magle-left and right naman yung ating parabola. Okay? So, dito tingnan natin. So, nakita natin negative 4x daw. But again, lilipat pa rin yan sa kabila kasi standard equation ang titignan natin dito. So, this will become y squared equals 4x. So, from 0, 0, it will go to the right. Kasi nga, positive tayo. Okay? So, ganyan po pag yung ating 4x or ating variable dito, yung single order variable natin, ay positive going to the right. So, ano na yung conclusion natin? Pag syempre, pagka negative naman yan, di ba tayo, magiging left side naman tayo, yung opening niya. Okay? So, ganun lang kadali. So, pag positive, right. Pag negative, left. So, ito, transpose ulit natin sa kabila para lang makita natin y squared equals negative 4x kasi ito yung standard equation, ito yung susundin natin. Ayan. So, goes to the left naman siya. Okay po? So, pakitandaan kung paano yung orientation na nangyayari pag nag-iiba yung equations. Ito. So, mapapansin natin, medyo nag-iba. Sir, paano nag-iba? Tingnan nyo, no? Wala na sa 0, 0. Okay? Sige, bibigyan ko pa rin kayo ng way kung paano siya kukunin para at least hindi tayo nangangapa kung paano nangyari. So, ito, x squared minus 4x. But again, we're going to deal with this by next week, no? To further discuss and for you to focus on solving part. Ayan. So, dito, gagawin lang natin, ilipat lang natin sa kabila. So, y, x squared minus 4x equals negative 8y. So, ito na, no? Actually, dito pala makikita na natin na kaya bakit ba siya naka-downwards, no? Kasi because we have negative 8y. Ayan. But we need to look for first for our, what we call this? For our vertex. Ayan. So, next will be x squared. So, we need to, we need to factor this. So, x squared minus 4x. Ayan. So, we need to add 4 here. Now, if we add 4 here, of course, sa kabilang side, we also need to add 4. Ayan, para maging perfect square siya. Diba? Sir, paano nakuha yung plus 4? Or paano kayo nakasure? Diba, we have the, the equation, the completing the square, where you need to divide the middle term by 2 and square it. So, that is negative 4 divided by 2. 2 squared is 4. Ayan. Regardless of the sign, no? Kasi pag naman in-square natin siya, palagi positive ang answer natin. So, this will become what? This will become now x minus 2 squared. And then, sa kabila, kailangan na itsura din yan, no? Yung parang kanina. Paano yung kanina natin? We have the x minus h squared equals 4p y minus k. So, dapat ganito ang itsura natin para makita natin yung ating vertex kung nasaan. So, yan. So, dito naman, ano pwede natin gawin? Because we have 8 here, no? We have 8. So, kailangan si 8, hindi tayo pwede may matira dyan sa y natin. Kailangan nakalabas yung value niya. So, this will become negative 8 y. So, this is positive. Negative 8 ang nilabas natin. So, what will happen? This positive will become negative. Okay? Diba? So, negative to. And this 4 divided by 8, so magiging ano yan eh. Kasi nilabas natin. So, magiging negative, 4 over 8 kung tutuusin. Yan, kaya rin siya naging negative because of negative 8. So, this will become 1 half. So, the equation now is x squared. X minus 2 squared equals negative 8 times y minus 1 half. So, ngayon, ano yung ating vertex? So, the vertex for this parabola is 2 and 1 half. Ayan. So, again pag tayo, di ba, nag-center or finding for the h and k, we still need to change the sign of our hk from the equation or from the standard equation. So, saan si 2? Ayan, tingnan natin ba nagkakamali si sir. So, 0 to 2. So, technically, andito si 1. Ayan. And then, 1 half, syempre, andito siya. And then, points towards 2. So, this is the vertex now. Okay? So, now, sige. Mas laliman lang natin ng konti. Nasaan si focus natin? Balikan natin to. For P, we have negative 8. Again, this will be our latus rectum, then 4P. So, hindi ko na sinama si Y. So, okay lang naman yung kahit yung number lang mismo, tapos si 4P. So, kanina ginawa lang natin para lang makita ninyo na hindi naman siya ganun ka-importante. No? Kasi ang purpose nito is to get the focus, not the Y value. So, divide by 2. Divide by 4, both sides. So, this will be negative 2. So, P is negative 2. So, from this point, no, negative 2 natin. So, although 1 half ito, so, mangyayari natin dito, ganito, no? So, y ito, so, yung 2 and 1 half natin, we're going to add, or rather, subtract, kasi pababa tayo, 1 half minus 2. So, the answer will be negative 1 half. 1 and 1 half. So, hanapin natin negative 1 and 1 half, nandoon yung ating focus. So, dito yung negative 1, and probably nandito yung negative 1 and 1 half natin. So, ito yung focus natin. Yan, this is the focus. So, this will be now 2 and negative 1, 1 and 1 half. Ayan. So, the latus rectum, again, is supposed to be 8. So, ganun ulit. Again, no? So, latus rectum, distance lang ito. So, gagawin natin, divide ulit sa atin siya by 2. We have 4. So, add lang natin sa ating x value. So, plus 4 and minus 4. No? Plus 4 natin. So, 2 plus 4 equals 6. 2 minus 4 equals negative 2. So, asan yun? Ito, negative 2. Yan. So, probably nandito yan, no? Kasi, yan, katapat niya. Yung isa naman, andito. So, ito yun, no? That's why we have here, this one is the latus rectum. So, here, we can already graph them without any software or anything. But, for you, I will allow you to use GeoGebra, no? Para mas makita pa ninyo, mas mapaglaruan ninyo yung illustrations. So, ganun lang siya kinagraph. Sir, sabi niyo walang computation. Ginawa ko lang dito ng konti para lang makita natin kung paano siya ginagraph. Okay? But nevertheless, I'm not going to include any computation to your assessment. Okay? So, next week pa tayo magko-compute or magaganito talaga. So, next week, papahanap ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga properties naman. Okay? So, next tayo. Ayan. So, dito, nakikita natin. No? So, ganun pa rin, no? So, makikita natin. Sir, paano naman gagawin namin dito? No? Paano namin malalaman kung pataas ba talaga o pababa? So, again, lipat lang ulit natin. So, ano ba siya? Positive. Automatic pataas. Kanina, negative, di ba? So, pababa naman yun. So, ganun lang kasimple. Hindi kailangan na masyadong, if the question is like, what's the orientation? Or um, what is the opening of the parabola? Is it downward, upward, and so on? So, you just need to transpose one variable, no? Or one term. Tapos, malalaman nyo na kaagad. Okay? Basic lang, di ba? So, this one naman, so dito naman, no, y naman tayo, y squared, then we have 8y here. So, sino naman yung ililipat natin? So, tapos na tayo kay y, no, kasi kanina x squared, kaya si y nililipat natin. Ngayon, because we have 4x naman, no, or y squared kasi, so y dapat ang nasa left side. So, si negative 4x naman ang ililipat natin ngayon. So, this will be positive 4x, that's why it's pointing toward the positive infinity of our x-axis. Naintindihan? So, ganun lang naman kasimple kung paano malalaman kung saan ba yung orientation, yung opening ni parabola natin. Okay? And lastly, dito, equation 8. So, ganun ulit. Si negative 8y. Wala na tayong pakialam dyan, no? Kasi, again, this is y squared. Then, si 4x naman ulit ang titignan natin. Lipat lang natin. So, this is negative 4x. So, pointing towards the infinite, to the infinite infinite values of negative x-axis. So, ganun lang po siya kadali, no? Kung paano siya titingnan at paano natin malalaman orientation ng ating parabola. So, that's all, class. Ito lang po yung discussion natin for today, for this week, and for this video. So, I hope na naintindihan ng maayos kung ano orientation, ano yung mga parts, at ano yung definition ng parabola natin. Okay? So, next week, we're going to deal with or on how to convert, how to find, and maybe some applications of parabola in real life situation. So, that's all, class. Thank you so much, and have a nice week.